I know we're going through some stormy weather in Guam, but we were saying here in Manhattan that it was a perfect storm for us. We had a market in good position. We had a lot of progress with the Guam Power Authority and a lot of interest from investors looking for this kind of investment.
CCU Chairman Simon Sanchez told Patty Arroyo on K57's Breakfast Show this morning that GPA successfully refinanced some old bonds from the 90s at a much lower interest rate.
Today we completed the transaction here in New York for the Guam Power Authority. As you may have covered earlier, we were able to refinance almost $340 million of our existing debt.
Sanchez says that they were paying 5.15% interest on all this debt, and were able to bring that down to 4.39%. This is well below what the PUC had asked them to get.
We worked with the PUC, and they said, try to beat 4.95, and the lower the interest rate we can get, the more savings we can generate for the community. So we got it at 4.39%, almost a half a percent lower than the PUC parameters.
Sanchez says they had a lot of demand for the bonds. In fact, they received over $4.6 billion in orders for this debt, almost 13 times more than they needed in funding, which is a record demand for Guam bonds. Orders were coming in so fast, it took less than an hour to sell out. All this good news from Wall Street could soon mean good news for Guam ratepayers.
Now this will allow us to go back to the Public Utilities Commission and see if we can roll back that rate increase that was granted in May.
It could mean as much as a 5 to 6% decrease in power bills if the PUC grants their request. Sanchez says they plan to go before the PUC by the end of the month. They were hoping to save $9 million a year and will now save $10.6 million a year. GPA lost its investment grade rating 9 years ago and have worked very hard over the last decade to get it back. This is not only good for GPA and its ratepayers, but good for Guam overall.
We attracted a lot of new lenders. They looked at Guam, and they're very upbeat about Guam and the growth of the economy and the rebound in tourism, and they know the buildup of some sort is going to come.